Hello everyone and welcome back to Dark Souls. So in the last video we spent a bunch of time running around through the forest. We cleared out kind of that half. They're pretty well split. The forest is pretty well split into two halves. So that half of the river and then this half of the river that we're going to go explore now. We killed a bunch of phantom-ish NPCs from the Forest Covenant. So they are guardians of the forest. And I'm caught on some sort of geometry there. So there's a covenant dedicated to protecting the forest, to guarding the forest, and keeping invaders out. It's very much a PvP-focused covenant, because if someone enters this forest in their human state, not as the undead, but as a human, then any members of the forest covenant can be summoned into the forest to fight off the invaders. So basically, if you come in here as a human, there's a very, very good chance that you're going to be invaded by one to three red phantoms who will fight you off, and they win, prizes and humanity and souls and stuff for doing so. So it's a pretty nasty covenant to get on the wrong side of. Anyway, there are also a bunch of NPCs who are a member of the covenant. And those NPCs were the ones that we were fighting off. Now, because we did fight the NPCs, because we did kill some of them, and hopefully all of them, that was my goal, was to kill all of them, that means that we are not allowed to, like we've committed a sin against the Covenant, we would have to go back to the bell tower on top of the church and talk to the pardoner and seek forgiveness for our sins in order to join that Covenant. Here's a new enemy. We haven't encountered these guys before. These are little baby walking mushroom things. And they have a ton of HP also. Make cool little chirping noises when they die. Alright, let's see if we can kill these guys a little bit quicker. Alright, 2 hits if we two-hand it and use a strong attack. They also don't like getting hit, so they're going to run, and that's a big one. See, I'm gonna just clear out some of these little guys while I can. Man, that's rough on my stamina. Alright. Yeah, I'd rather avoid the big ones for now. It looks like they're guarding a treasure chest in the middle of that pond there. There we go. Awesome, gold pine resin. Not a thing we can make use of with this weapon. Gold pine resin is an item you can use to put lightning damage on a weapon, so long as it doesn't have some other type of damage on it, right? So you can power... Oh man, those things are nasty off in the distance there. Oh, it's just below me. Yeah, they're giant forest cats. Those guys are... bad news. Gold pine resin we could use to put lightning damage on a weapon that has not been given another type. So, a normal mace, yes. This enchanted divine mace, no. Alright, I'm going to throw some lightning bolts. Yeah, so these guys, these giant mushroom creatures, have just an absolutely obscene amount of health. The little ones also won't attack you, by the way, so I'm not too terribly worried about that one that's wandering around still. But these guys hit really, really hard, and I don't think you can stagger them. So you gotta be really, really careful when fighting these guys, because they have a ton of health, they take a lot to take them down. Just be very cautious, slow and steady, don't get greedy with your hits. Ooh, make sure that you're ready to dodge out of the way. Oh, yep, see? Otherwise that'll happen. That's a good demonstration of what you don't want to do. Also, make sure you don't fight both of them at the same time, because there are 2 of them here. Oh boy. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't hit me there. Come on, boy, you're almost dead. There we go. So, only 1,000 souls. A little bit of pine resin, though. The gold pine resin is pretty rare. It's pretty tough to come by in the game. So, you know, that'd be really cool if I wasn't using an enchanted weapon, divine weapon. Let's see. I'm just going to polish off this little guy anyway. Leave nothing alive. Burn this forest to the ground. It's my policy here. I like the little whistly noise that they make when they die. Now, so we're going to open up this chest here, if I can deal with the second big one. I think there's only two. Yeah, it looks like there's only two. Let's hit him with some lightning spears. He moves slow enough. We can whittle him down pretty good with lightning spears. Just until he hides behind a tree. Come on, giant mushroom man. Oh, you can stagger him. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever done that before. There we go. That's two of them down. More pine resin. Alright. Let's see what's inside this chest. Enchanted Ember. So, similar to the Divine Embers, that Enchanted Ember can be taken to a blacksmith, and the blacksmith can upgrade a normal weapon into a magical weapon. So it'll do magical damage in addition to its normal physical damage. So divine weapons usually scale with faith. So higher faith means you'll be doing more magic damage. The Enchanted Ember, or magical and enchanted weapons, will cause them to do more damage based on your intelligence. So good if you're playing any sort of sorcerer, someone who can cast the offensive sorcery spells. You know, enchant a weapon and it'll go well with your high intelligence. There's an item over here. Here's something stomping around, though. Oh, yeah, that's where the cats are. Alright, I don't want to mess with those guys right now. So I'm going to try to avoid them at all costs. So that's our glowing fog wall over there behind that sealed door. That is where we are headed to fight the boss. So let's go do that now. Yeah, I don't believe there's anything over here, item-wise. So we'll see how this boss goes. This boss is generally pretty straightforward. You just gotta have a lot of patience to fight him. And this is one of the most badass, just one of my favorite cutscenes in the entire game here. When you approach that giant sword, you'll see there's a kind of a graveyard, series of tombstones, a bunch of weapons stuck in the ground. There's one big gravestone and one big sword in front of it. I'm going to come back here and grab this item first. The Hornet Ring. So this. Really awesome cutscene. I'm going to skip it. But basically it's a giant wolf coming out from the forest, picking up the sword in his mouth, and attacking. Oh boy. Oh boy, is he attacking. Alright, so Sif is, you know... Oh man, he is wrecking me with that attack of his. He's very agile. He hops around a lot if you haven't noticed that already. The goal is I would like to get up, like, between his legs. If he'll stop doing that sort of nonsense. So you want to get up here and you want to just pound away at his legs. That's the best way to deal with him. I might... Geez, if I had been thinking, I would have switched from my mace to the sword. Alright. Gotta be really, really careful of your stamina, because that's, you know, he's draining my stamina a lot with every hit. Also gotta be very conscious of the lock-on, because as, you know, what just happened there is he keeps hopping out of your distance for your lock-on, and you can end up, you know, instead of strafing backwards, you can end up just trying and exposing your back to him for an attack. Yeah, so far that spin attack's the only one that's really been hitting me, so that's the most dangerous one. His other attacks aren't bad. It's maybe a bit counterintuitive to play this game and, you know, dodge towards him when he's attacking, but that's definitely what you want to do when you're fighting Sif, because you want to get up there under his legs where he can't hit you. Oh boy. I thought I was going to get stomped on there. Awesome. Nope, took a hit there I didn't want to take. Alright, that's alright. Drove him back. Gave me time to heal. I'm okay with that. Alright, all in all, I think this fight is going pretty good, considering we don't have very good armor. Oh, man. He got me right when I started to dodge. Okay. Alright, not bad. We've gotten him down below half health. And then we... Oh, we didn't die. I thought I was dead there. Ooh, that's a pleasant surprise. Oh, and he got me again when I tried to dodge. That's unfortunate. Kinda surprised he's not hitting me with that stomp attack of his. Alright. Just a little bit more. Oh, man. That's unfortunate, because when you take that first hit from his spin attack there on the shield, it sends, at least with this shield, you know, with my low stability on the shield, it's sending me, it's pushing me back a bit, and so I'm staggered, and I can't do anything about that second hit. I can't dodge or move out of the way at all. Oh, man. Yeah, he's breaking through my guard now. Alright. There we go. Whew, okay. Come on, Sif. Oh man, don't do that anymore, please. Alright. Give me a chance to heal. That one didn't break my guard, which is fantastic. Yeah, you can hear, oh man, there, it happened again. Just no way to dodge that second hit, which is unfortunate. And I'm running low on Estus flasks too, so I need to be a little more careful here, I think. Jeez. Really would like a way to block that. Alright. Get away. Alright, let's see if we can get close enough to hit him now. Alright, well, he hit me, but... Oh, nope. He got away before I could hit him again. Man, I need to heal. Try hitting him with a lightning sphere, but, you know, unfortunately he's super nimble. I don't think I'd be able to hit him. I'm positive I won't be able to hit him with that. Come on, boy. Oh, I was hoping to get another hit in on him. That didn't work out. All right. There we go. Got under him. Got a couple more hits off. Watch that attack. Yeah, at least Sif only has a couple of attacks. You know, not a huge amount of variety. It's not that tough to learn Sif's patterns here. Being able to do anything about his patterns is a whole nother story. Alright, he's almost dead. Yeah, so we've done enough damage to him. He's not looking so hot, and he actually limps around. It's actually sad. Sif is one of the few enemies in this game who I feel bad about beating up. Look at him. He's so sad. He can't even do a full rotation with his spin attack. And I'm just a monster beating the snot out of him with this mace. Oh, I feel like a jerk. We did get a couple of important items, though. We got Sif's Soul, which, again, boss souls are used for creating boss weapons, for upgrading other weapons into unique weapons. And we got the Covenant of Artorias, which is the item that we require to beat the game in some fashion. So, alright. After all that, we got, what, 62,000 souls now in total? So I'm just going to head back to the bonfire here. I think we're going to level up a couple times. Yeah, so 2 levels, that puts us at right at level 60, and it gives us 40 faith. You know, it's a nice, even number. I like that. And with that, I think we're mostly done with the forest. So I'm going to work my way back out to the blacksmith. My original goal, after all, after the last video, was to go and upgrade a weapon, make an occult weapon. Awesome, and apparently we just pushed our damage over the threshold, and we can now kill these guys with 1 hit. Oh, I say not being able to kill that one in 1 hit. Maybe not. Maybe I just got lucky on that first one. So I believe there is a mechanic in this game where if you hit an enemy, you know, right in a very specific timing, right as they're trying to do another attack, you can do a little bit more damage. And I think that works both ways, right? If an enemy hits you when you're winding up for an attack, you'll take more damage. But if you hit them with the timing just right, they can take more damage. So I think that's what happened on the first tree guy that I fought there, because all those others definitely took more than 1 hit. I could just be completely making that up, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that a lot. So here we are, back in the Undead Parish, heading back towards the blacksmith. We did fight the giant, obnoxious, lightning-throwing demon who's been guarding this area. We fought him previously, so don't have to deal with him anymore.
Show me that ember of yours. Well, I've never heard of a black ember.
Yep, so here's our dark ember.
How about leaving that ember with me? I find it strangely fascinating.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the dark ember here.
This ember really is something special. I'm already under its spell. I sense great potential indeed.
Awesome, that is great news. So now, if we go to modify equipment, so we can upgrade either our longsword or the mace into an occult version, which is, you know, it's going to be more powerful. It's going to be doing less magic damage. So if you look at, so if you look at the two, on the left side, you know, Divine Longsword +5, right side Occult Longsword, you can see there's 2 numbers that matter. You know, there's 4 numbers on their total. So there's going to be physical damage, magical damage, fire damage, and lightning damage. Those are kind of the main elements of the game. And you can see, as we upgrade our mace or our longsword, we are going to be doing slightly more physical damage, just a hair, but we're going to be doing much less magic damage. So when we upgrade these, you can also see on here, over on the left, towards the bottom, strength and dexterity are dropping from D to E. So they'll be doing less additional damage based on your strength and dexterity, and more damage based on your faith, which is going from a C to B. So occult is better if you're going to be raising your faith more, and occult also does more physical damage and less magical damage. On the other hand, divine weapons, so if we could find the other divine ember and upgrade to a +6 divine weapon, those do less physical and more magic damage, but they have slightly lesser scaling. They have a higher just baseline for damage, but they don't scale as well with your faith. So at very, very high faith, there's a point, right around 40-ish faith, between 40 and 50 faith, where we're, kind of right where we're at with our stats. They're going to be doing about the same amount of damage. There's not any real practical difference between the two. Some enemies are weaker to occult damage, some enemies are weaker to divine damage. Generally, it's considered a matter of preference whether you use divine or occult weapons. I think I'm going to keep the mace as a divine weapon. I think I'm going to do the longsword as an occult weapon. So we're going to do an occult longsword here. I could use my other white Titanite chunk to upgrade it again. I'm going to hang on to that for now. I don't feel like using it just yet. So there's our occult longsword. So, similar to the divine weapon, it's going to be doing, some extra magical damage. This is occult damage. It typically does more damage to living creatures, or like creatures with, very, very humane, like creatures with a lot of humanity. So, I suspect that if I wanted to attack the blacksmith here, he would take more damage from my occult weapon than from the divine weapon. However, that would be foolish. I don't want to attack him because he is the blacksmith. He helps us out quite a bit. So let's see. What do I want to do next? We do need to go back to Anor Londo. You know what? I think I'm going to call this here, and in the next video, we're going to head off and explore another fun, awesome, and exciting new area. So, yeah, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hello again, everybody. I have been summoned to help fight the Iron Golem. I'm probably going to append this to some other video. Yeah, this should be fun. Awesome, and he's got the mossy armor of those stone giants we've been fighting out in the forest. That's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Iron Golem time. See how this works out. Alright, we're doing a bit of work against this guy. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so there's something that we didn't get to see when I fought him previously. If you attack his legs enough and you do enough damage in, I believe, just a quick period of time, you can make him lose his balance and kind of wobble on his legs. If you keep going, keep it up, he will just fall straight over. So, yeah, I mean, if you can do enough damage to him, this boss becomes really easy because you can just keep him completely locked down for the bulk of the time. Awesome. Got metal, got some humanity, got 20,000 souls. That was pretty fantastic. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.